got the shooting star. I love you, I'm bigger than shooting star. Finally in the wind. And then it floats all over the night. It's like a kite. And then it flies.
Good rhyming, Joan.
Hey, you're ruining the finish of my song.
Okay, finish it.
It's telling people to love each other. Love each other.
Oh, love each other. What a good song. I'm baking a breakfast bake. And I made some grabbable ones for the kids that we can put in the freezer, so if somebody has to babysit, they can have an easy snack they can grab for the kids. Broccoli, sausage, cheese, and eggs. She lives for a project, and she had a very good birthday full of art projects, board games, and puzzles. I heard that. What did Daddy tell you to tell me?
LA face with an open booty.
LA face with an Oakland booty.
Right here.
No.
All the way down.
I said no.
Big beard.
No.
It's coming. This is day one.
Still no.
November starting early.
No. In February?
Yeah. Yep.
No. You know this song, girl? We do, we're experts. How can they take it seriously wearing my glasses?
Ciao. I never did nothing but good for you. Oh, thank you.
Now that's adorable. Do you think maybe he wants me to put him night-night? What are you doing, Booksy? We're out here playing and he just came in and laid on his rug next to his crib. Are you just going night-night all over the house? Snuggle. You're the biggest snuggle baby in the whole world. Oh, get comfortable. Scarlett and I are having a late night, just Mommy and Scarlett time. We're going to go to Target. But this kid, she's a shared experience kind of kid. That's why she's always sharing so well with her brother. She wants to share everything. That also means that when we go somewhere without Luca or Daddy, it's kind of, it's an odd thing. Instead of seeing it as special time together, she talks about how much she misses her brother and her daddy and how she wishes they were here. Huh, Scarlett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually miss them very much, and I worry about Luca and Daddy.
We're just going to have some time for just us, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. We don't have to worry about Luca. Daddy's taking care of him. I got some dresses to try on for Florida. And Scarlett, who are you shopping for?
Nana?
Yeah, she said Nana needs some fancy things.
Oh, I know. She'll love this.
Oh, maybe, huh?
Can we just get it for her?
Let's see. Does this look like Nana to you?
Yep.
Ooh, see-through floral. I think maybe yes.
And don't wander off, okay, Mama?
Okay, I won't wander off from you. Ooh, this is another thing that just screams Nana to Scarlett. Let's look. A backless midi dress. Does that say grandma or what? If they had this in my size, I would do it. Extra small, I am not.
Perfect for Nana.
Baby, we're not shopping for Nana. This isn't the Nana section.
Look, look, look.
Nana wants will run for wine. I don't think so.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Come here, baby. Look at how cute these are. Do they have his size? They do, they do. We're gonna get these for Luca, okay, Scarlett?
Okay. Good idea.
Okay. Cute little fox for Scarlett. Monster goober guy for Luca. Fox and fawn cup for Scarlett. Monster goober cup for Luca, because he drinks out of a regular cup most times. I'm going to get them. We're done with our little Target trip, and I got in the car and saw this on the window, and there is no damage, but it says, I hit your bumper when backing up, no visible marks, please call if an issue, and then there's a phone number where I'm covering. It just shows there's still good people in the world, and I like that. Hi! We never film in here. I thought we'd switch things up a bit. I'm going to eat up the rest of the weekly bit to tell you guys all the backstory of how, like, the Disneyland trip came about, how we're going to tell Scarlett, all that stuff. First off, how did the trip with Louise, Sprinkle of Glitter, and family, and the Bits and Clips family happen? There's going to be a lot of hand gestures here. I can feel these puppies firing up. The super short answer is Louise. That's it. She just She just did it. Here's the way Louise works. Sometimes she gets an idea in her head and she'll talk about it, and it's like a fun little dreamy land, da-da-da-da, and then it fritters away and she's on to the next thing. Then there's other things where she starts talking about it, and then it becomes something she has to do, and she pokes and she pokes and she pokes until she's able to do it. She gets very determined with the poking finger option of the two. She and I talk about a lot of trips together. All the time for the past 4 years of our friendship, we've talked about how wonderful it would be if I could ever go to England, how wonderful it would be if she could ever come to Seattle, and we could experience each other's worlds. As you guys know, if you followed us last August, you saw that we did daily vlogs when she came to me in Seattle and experienced my whole world. Once that one was done, now her poking finger has gone more towards me eventually going over to England and experiencing her whole world. Since we are so far apart, the conversation often goes to how much fun it would be if we could be, here or here or here together. One of those places has always been Disney World. If you think about her and my personality, we both delight in the simple things, in childhood, in imagination. Can you imagine her and I and our little girls in Disney World together? Can you imagine her and I in a room with bubbles? I mean, the delight and the joy then Disney, do you know where my brain is going with this? What I'm getting at is a dream trip to Disney World was talked about often, and I've always thought that it went along with her first mindset of the talk about it, fritter away, maybe someday loveliness, and there it goes into the pink cloud of happy over there. That's where I've always stored it. Well, late last summer, she just flat out poked the pink cloud and said, let's do this. And I went, I know, someday, so fun. And she said, no, Poke, let's do it. Back and forth like that for a while until, long story short, she just straight up booked the tickets, booked the hotel, and like, here you go to us. Here's this. Which, what would you do? What would you do with that? Sprinkle of Glitter is taking you and your family on a dream trip of a lifetime with your 2 babies to go see a place that your daughter talks about daily in her life, and you get to spend a whole week with one of your best friends that you only ever get to see once in a blue moon. Here it is. Take that. Absorb that appropriately. You know how there's the stages of grief? I think there's the opposite side of that is the stages to joy, and it's the same sort of thing. Denial is definitely part of both stages. Denial is where I lived for a long time with this, because how do you accept a gift like this? It can't. It comes and goes, oh pretty, and then slides down. I don't know how to accept it at all. For Lou's brain, it was as simple as book tickets, book hotel, tell us. For us, it was, no, we couldn't possibly, this isn't realistic. Finances, how could you? How could you? We couldn't possibly. My mom, how would we? Ryan could book some time off and we could move towards it, I guess. And now it's here. This is where we landed. Like, okay, we're going to Disney World. In the middle of all this planning, our whole world fell apart with the stuff that's gone on with my mom, and I really completely thought, okay, Disneyland has to go back in its happy bubble. I had now guilt associated with that because Louise had put in time, money, and effort to making it a reality, and I did not see how it was going to be able to come back to us. But without dragging it on too much, it has, and it's here, and we're going in less than 3 weeks. Next up, a lot of you guys wanted to know what we have planned while we're there. It's only a week together. Our 2 families don't get to see each other much, so we are just going to spend as much time doing fun stuff together with our families as possible. So I don't think there'll be a meetup or anything this time. We have 2 days of traveling and basically 5 days of vacation in the middle. A lot of you guys asked what I'm most excited about. I'm going to spend the week with one of my best friends, and if the kids are crying, if it's raining, and if all the rides don't work, we will still be in giggling fits of laughter. So there's no one thing that I'm more excited about than the other than our 2 families spending time together. How come Darcy knows and Scarlett doesn't know? If you guys watch Sprinkle of Glitter's channel, then you might have noticed that they just got back from a trip to Walt Disney World with the Saucony Jolies. Louise has actually been planning our trip a lot longer than that trip was in the works. Disney actually extended that offer to the Sprinkle of Glitter family and the Saucony Jolie family, and it was a very shortly planned trip. So Darcy gets to know about both trips, and it's kind of like she pre-funked her Scarlett experience because she's been really excited about seeing Scarlett again. Those 2 really do love each other a lot. The reason I haven't told Scarlett is I know that it would be something she would not stop talking about. I don't want to surprise her too close to the trip, like not just like, hey, we're at the airport, we're going to Disney World, because she still is really young. She doesn't yet understand even how airplanes really work or what an airport really is. I want to give her a little bit of time to sort of absorb everything that the trip and getting there entails. But aside from not wanting to hear her talk about it endlessly, for the past 6 months, I also really wanted to do a big reveal. Some of the videos that Scarlett requests to watch on my computer are Disney World videos. She's watched the entire parades, the Christmas parades. She's watched the POV rides going on Little Mermaid and Peter Pan, and she actually pretends like she's there. She'll ask me like, I'm touching the water, as she's like stroking the bedspread and stuff when she's in Little Mermaid. It's very, very sweet. So as I've been filming these weekly bits, there have been several times where Scarlett has naturally brought up Disney all on her own, and I have filmed those spots, but I've been setting them all aside so I can show them to you in the vlog before we do her reveal. The way we're gonna tell her is, literally a minute before Louise had to shut off Skype and get on the airplane to go with the Saucony Jolies for their trip, I said, hey, here's an idea. What if you stood in front of Cinderella's castle and just filmed a little clip inviting Scarlett to come to Disney World, and that'll be part of our reveal. You could say that you guys are having so much fun there, but Darcy misses Scarlett, and that's the only thing that's missing from Disney World, and so they talk to Cinderella, and she says, come on down, or something like that. And I said, I'll figure out a way to throw it together into the plan to tell Scarlett. So Louise did that. But she didn't just stand in front of Cinderella's castle. I could cry saying this. I think I might. I might let myself because it's fun crying. It's silly, yes, but that's okay. She went to all the Disney princesses and she had them all individually invite Scarlett to come to Disney World. And then she sent me the clip. So I have that to show to you guys too. That's what we're going to use to show Scarlett. What's so crazy is right before Louise did that, Scarlett asked me if I would write a message to the princesses for her. And she wanted to tell them that she was sorry she couldn't come to Disneyland, but we didn't have enough money for the airplane ticket. I could not believe she was doing this, so I said, how about we send it to them on camera? I grabbed the camera and I recorded her telling the princesses that she was sorry that her Scarlett, she really wanted to make sure they knew her name, Scarlett, would not be able to come to Disney World. And then Louise sends me that video where the princesses are saying my daughter's name and inviting her to come to Disney World. I think what I'm going to do is take the footage of the princesses inviting Scarlett, we're going to put it on the TV screen, I'm going to make a really short little scavenger hunt, have that be the second to last part of the scavenger hunt where she finds out she gets to go to Disney World, and then maybe we'll bring her here into the table where we'll have some Disney things set up and tell her that we're not only going to get to go see all of the princesses, but also one of her best friends in the world that she misses so much and prays for every night, Darcy. Darcy has an Elsa dress, and Scarlett keeps saying how fun it would be if she had an Anna dress and they could Skype together while wearing them and pretending they're sisters. So one of the reveal things I have will be an Anna dress. Disclaimer though, she is only 4 years old. I'm not sure she really grasps the enormity of the whole trip of a lifetime thing behind it the same way I do. She absolutely loves Disney, and I do expect her to be thrilled when she finds out she gets to go. I think it might take a while for it to sink in what is really going on and how big of a deal this is. Who knows how she'll respond in the video, but yes, I will be sharing the reveal with you, as well as all of the little mashup clips that I've taken out of the weekly bit that kind of build up the anticipation of how much she really loves Disney. I think I've covered almost everything you guys asked. I definitely yammered on a lot. If there's any other questions you have, you can ask them in the comments and I'll type them out there. Okay? I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you next Monday. Mwah! Goodbye! A dream is a wish your heart makes. Whenever you look at, you're buried in balloons. That's not a thumbnail, it's Darling Scarlett in the Snow. Duh.